will now return. We thank all of you for participating and Introduction. A 2-minute response. Please introduce yourself to the audience and provide a brief background about yourself and why we're running to become our next U.S. representative.
Hello, I'm Robin Riley, and I'm a conservative Republican that is running for U.S. Congress CD-36. I served as mayor of the city of Seabrook and have a record of being the longest serving mayor in the history of the city. During that time, I had to go and resolve the problems with Hurricane Rita, and also, before Rita, we went and working with the county, had gotten a new library, had gotten new roads, got a new fire station, and also had received, built new parks. And we did all of that without raising taxes. And so it can be done. We also, I've been for the last 4 years, I've been the chairman of the board of the Houston Ship Channel Security District. And for 19 years, I worked over at NASA. And also for 19 years, I've worked in the petrochemical business. For the last 15 years, I've worked for ExxonMobil. I currently work for ExxonMobil Pipeline. I also have been married for over 35 years. I have 2 sons. Both of them are Eagle Scouts. I'm an Eagle Scout. Both of them served in the military, and my younger one is still in the military and is in the Army, and he's married, and we have 2 grandchildren. Now, because of my experience, I'm the only one that has any experience at NASA, and I will be the congressman for NASA. I'm the only one with any experience for the petrochemical business, so I would also be the congressman for the entire petrochemical facility, largest in the world. Also, I would be the only one with any port experience, since I was the chairman of the board of the Houston Ship Channel Security District for the last 4 years. And we have the largest port in the country by foreign tonnage right here. And then there's also other ports all the way up, because our district goes all the way to Louisiana, as you know. And also, am I running out of time? 4 seconds? Yeah. So, thank you very much. Washington is broken, it needs to be fixed.
The first few questions are actually a series of yes, no, or one-word response type questions. The questions will be at a fast pace, so there is no timer on these questions. What is your marital status?
Married.
Have you ran for public office before?
Yes.
If so, which office?
Mayor, councilman, and chairman of the Houston Ship Channel Security District.
Have you ran for Congress before?
No.
If elected, where will your primary district office be located?
In CD-36, where we
How many times have you attended hearings in Washington, D.C.?
I have.
Do
Washington.
you favor an
0.
increase in the minimum wage? That was the last of the quick response questions. Question number 2, a 30-second response. Should a representative be required to actually live in the district a certain period of time prior to running for that office?
Yes, for at least 3 years. And I do. Do I get to answer more on that one? Oh, okay. I've lived in the district for over 27 years, so I think that it is a requirement that they live in the district for at least 3 years to make sure that they're not just moving in just before an election.
Question number 3, a 30-second response. Will you support a constitutional amendment to require that laws apply equally to citizens and members of Congress?
Absolutely. I would also not agree to any more automatic raises for U.S. Congress members. We should have the same benefits, same as everybody else. I'm a working individual, as I mentioned earlier. What? Oh, somebody said. Okay, yes. So I think that we need to go and be on the same level as all our constituents. We're there to serve, not to go and be served. Okay.
Question number 4, a 30-second response. Have you read your party's platform, and do you support it?
Yes, I have. I looked at it before I even fully developed the platform I've got to make sure that I was addressing all the issues. And I believe most of it is right on spot. The only areas I thought that there might be some more building up, they do mention about, for instance, that candidates should live in the district. I would go and put more behind defined it such as that they should have to live in the district for at least 3 years. And any others?
Question number 5, a 1-minute response. What is your overall thought on the Department of Homeland Security?
Having served on the Houston Ship Channel Security District, I worked with the Department of Homeland Security a lot, extensively. That includes the Coast Guard, and I think they do an outstanding job. That includes the FBI. I think they have been doing an outstanding job. And also Customs, they've been doing an outstanding job, and ICE. So there's a lot of agencies within the Department of Homeland Security that have been doing a great job. Does that mean that we don't need to go and check them and try to help improve it? Yes, we definitely need to do that, because there isn't TSA. I think there's definitely improvements that we can make in that area also. I think that's more. So basically, yes, I support the Department of Homeland Security, but not unchecked. We need to go and make sure that they're checked like everyone else.
Question number 6, a 30-second response. What role should the Department of Homeland Security have as it relates to cybersecurity?
That's interesting that it should ask that. As the chairman, I was briefed several times with the FBI. There is an actual cybersecurity problem right now as we speak. We're being attacked by China, we're being attacked by Russia, we're being attacked by Iran, and they're attacking our industries. You may not realize it because of the fact that it is cyber warfare. And so we need to go and work on that. And my security district is actually working on a $2 million grant on cybersecurity right now with the University of Houston Clear Lake.
Question number 7, a 30-second response. What are your thoughts of having drones watching our borders and citizens? And should local law enforcement be allowed to utilize drones without probable cause?
It's a complicated question because of the way that they wrote it. I think that, yes, drones along the border to help improve our border security is the right thing to do, and it can be done correctly. Drones on our own citizens, I don't think is a good idea. Now, when we say using along the border, it's not to go and they're just monitoring the border to try to prevent illegal aliens from coming in. We should not use them on our own citizens over here to go and monitor. That's not unnecessary.
Question number 8, a 30-second response. What are your thoughts on the war on drugs?
The war on drugs needs to be worked on because right now we're not doing a very good job of it, and one of the reasons is because it keeps coming across. We need to go and improve our situation of I lost track of thought. Sorry about that. But in any event, we do need to keep fighting it, and we need to win it, and it isn't being worked well enough right now, and I think we need to analyze better solutions for it.
Question number 9, a 30-second response. Is government spending out of control? If so, what should be done to reduce it?
Absolutely. And the government is spending way too much, and as I demonstrated as mayor of the city of Seabrook, we were able to go and reduce spending to the point where we could go and not have to go and increase taxes. Yet you can still have services. You don't need to cut the services to the point where they're draconian. On the other hand, you need to watch it. We could go back and look at it. I would propose that the U.S. government should be on a zero-based budget.
Question number 10, a 30-second response. What is the first piece of legislation you will personally offer?
A solution to the Biggert Waters situation. Right down here, we have a serious problem with the Biggert Waters, and I have white papers out there that you guys can go and look at that actually describe my proposal. We've analyzed it with my team, and we have a solution proposed that could go and fix that problem. But I don't have enough time to tell you right now. But I will tell you it has 3 parts, one of which is don't give money to the people who don't even have flood insurance, don't go and grandfather everybody in, and build the Ike Dike.
Question number 11, a 30-second response. On which committee do you feel you are best qualified to serve? Please explain.
I think that there's at least 3 committees I could serve on, one of which for sure that I'd want to serve on is the NASA committee, because I would be the chairman, I would be the congressman for NASA. Also, I need to go and work with the petrochemical because we need to get the XL pipeline down here. And then I need to be working on the committee that works on the bigger waters, which working with oversight of FEMA to go and make that thing. So all 3 are very important to our district.
Question number 12. A 1-minute response. Please share your thoughts on amnesty for the estimated 12.5 million illegals in the United States.
I'm not in favor of amnesty. I don't think we need to do that. I'm in favor of stiffing up the enforcement of hiring illegal aliens. If we did that, I think it would solve a lot of the issues. What we need to do also is be looking at our quotas of the quantities of aliens, not illegal aliens, of aliens coming into our country. And because many of them do serve a good purpose, but we need to go and enforce the hiring and stop that from happening so that we can move them and they'll go and leave and then they'll come back as legal aliens, but I would not give any amnesty to any of them that are over here. They have to leave and they have to come back in a legal fashion, and I think that can be done if we do it in a full program that incentivizes them to go and leave and to come back legally. But we would have to probably raise the quota. It's just too low right now.
Closing comment. A 1-minute response. You will have 1 minute to offer closing comments.
Well, once again, thank you very much for this opportunity to be before you. I think what distinguishes me from all the other candidates is, and I say this all the time, which is I am not running against anybody. There are 12 people that are running for the same position. And what's important is you just need to look at the resume, just like you were hiring anybody for your company, and who has the best qualifications. And I think because I'm the only one with NASA, the only one with petrochemical, the only one with port, the only one with security, that these questions indicate how important it is that we have somebody up there in Washington. I have a security clearance. I've been working on all this for many years now, and I think that if we send somebody up there to Washington that can cut through all the garbage that we're fed, then I can make a difference. If we send up the same as we've been sending all the time, then we're going to get the same. You send the same, you get the same. I think if you need to send somebody that can actually make a difference, we need to have somebody, and that would be Robin Riley for Congress. Thank you.